Do you know what your cat is telling you? Cats communicate with their owners using various methods. In this video, we will discuss the top 12 things your cat wants to tell you. Stay tuned and let's learn how to understand our feline friends better. Starting with number 1, we have the classic purr. It's a sound that's almost synonymous with feline contentment. The rhythmic hum of a purring cat is a familiar soundtrack to many a pet owner's life. But do you know what it means when your cat purrs? Well, purring isn't just a sign of a happy cat. Sure, cats often purr when they're comfortable and content, like when they're curled up on your lap during a cozy evening in, but cats also purr when they're distressed or in pain. It's a bit like a feline version of a smile. Sometimes it's genuine joy, other times it's a brave face in tough times. So the purr is a bit of a mystery. It's a multi-purpose tool in a cat's communication arsenal. It could mean your cat is blissfully content, or it could be a cry for help. So the next time your cat purrs, pay attention. They might be trying to tell you something important. Moving on to number 2, we have the unmistakable hiss. This sound is not one you want your furry friend to make, as it's usually a clear indication of fear, aggression, or discomfort. When a cat hisses, it's essentially trying to communicate its need for space. It's their way of saying, "Hey, I'm not comfortable with this situation." This could be triggered by various factors, such as the introduction of a new pet, a sudden loud noise, or even an unfamiliar person entering their territory. A hissing cat might also be feeling threatened or scared. They're putting on their best tough act, puffing up their fur and hissing to make themselves seem bigger and scarier to whatever is causing their fear. And remember, a cat's hiss isn't a call for you to come closer and console them. It's a clear sign to back off and give them some space. So, next time you hear a hiss, respect their boundaries and give your feline friend some room to breathe. At number 3, we have the peculiar chattering sound. Now, if you've ever seen your feline friend sitting by a window, eyeing a bird or a squirrel with a strange, rapid clicking noise coming from their mouth, that's chattering. This behavior is fascinating, isn't it? It's believed that this sound is related to the intense energy and concentration that a cat invests in the hunt. Some experts suggest it could be a reaction of frustration as they cannot reach their prey. Others believe it's an automatic response connected to the anticipation of performing a killing bite. Chattering might also be linked to the excitement and stress of the hunt. It's like your cat is saying, "Oh, if only this glass weren't here, you'd be mine, little mouse." It's their instinctual hunting drive taking over, even in the safety of your living room. So if your cat is chattering away, they might just be eyeing up some prey. Coming in at number 4, the classic meow. This is perhaps the most recognized cat sound, yet it's packed with a variety of meanings. A cat's meow can be a simple greeting, "Hello, human," or it can be their way of saying they're hungry. "Feed me, it's past my dinner time." Sometimes a meow is a request for attention. Your feline friend might be saying, "Pet me, I need some love." Or it could be an indication that they're lonely and want some company. "Hey, where have you been all day?" And don't forget, a meow can also be a sign of distress, signaling that your cat is not feeling well. "I'm not feeling great. I might need to see the vet." Remember, each meow is unique to the cat, so it's all about learning your own cat's language. At number 5, we have the deep, ominous growl. When your feline friend switches to this low, rumbling sound, it's a clear sign that something isn't right. Unlike the friendly purr or the playful chatter, a growl from a cat carries an unmistakable message of displeasure. It's a universal language among cats to signify that they're feeling threatened or uncomfortable. Growling can be triggered by a variety of factors. Sometimes it's a response to an unwelcome guest invading their space, or it can be a sign of fear or anxiety. If a cat feels cornered or if its territory is being encroached upon, you can expect a growl as a warning. It's crucial to remember that a growling cat is a stressed cat. Respect their space and give them time to calm down. Try to identify and remove the source of their stress if possible. Remember, a growling cat is definitely a cat you want to appease. Halfway through our list at number 6, we have yowling. Now, yowling is quite a unique sound, distinct from the regular meow. It's often described as a long, drawn-out moan, typically louder and more dramatic than your everyday meow. Yowling is often an indication that your fur baby is in some sort of distress. It could be a sign of discomfort, hunger, or loneliness. Yowling could also be a sign of a cat in heat, especially in unspayed female cats. It's a way for them to communicate their availability to potential mates. Beyond these, yowling could also be a sign of illness. It could indicate physical pain, cognitive confusion, especially in older cats, or even underlying medical conditions. If your cat is yowling excessively or it's a new behavior that has suddenly cropped up, it's worth paying attention to. Remember, you know your pet best. If something seems off, it might be time for a vet visit. Keep your ears open and your heart attentive. At number 7, we have the delightful trill. Trilling is a unique sound that's often compared to a chirp or a roll of the tongue. It's a high-pitched musical sound that cats use to express happiness, contentment, or excitement. But why do cats trill? Well, it's a form of communication that's typically used between a mother cat and her kittens. It's a gentle sound, signaling safety and affection. As domestic cats grow older, they continue to use this endearing sound to communicate with their human companions. Trilling can occur when your cat is excitedly greeting you after a long day or when they're simply pleased with their surroundings. It's a positive sound, indicating a happy cat. So when you hear that delightful trill, you can rest assured that your feline friend is content. If your cat is trilling, they're likely pretty happy with their surroundings. So make sure to keep those positive vibes flowing and continue to make your home a cat-friendly space. Coming in at number 8, the soft mewl. In the world of feline communication, mewling is an adorable yet significant sound. Normally, it's a soft, high-pitched cry that kittens use to get their mother's attention. However, adult cats also use this sound in certain situations. So why do grown cats mewl? Often it's a sign of wanting attention. Much like a child tugging at a parent's sleeve, a mewling cat is trying to tell you something, and it's usually important. It could be a plea for affection, a cry for playtime, or a hint that their food bowl is tragically empty. Interestingly, mewling can also serve as a polite request. For instance, if your cat wants to come into a room, they might mewl at the door instead of scratching it. It's their way of asking, "May I come in, please?" So the next time you hear your cat mewling, remember, a mewling cat is usually a cat that wants something from you. At number 9, the mysterious silent meow. This feline gesture can certainly leave us puzzled. Cats are expressive creatures, and even when they're not making a sound, they're saying something. A silent meow is one such fascinating example. It's a little like a mime performance where the cat opens its mouth as if to meow, but no sound comes out. So why do cats perform this silent act? More often than not, it's a sign of trust and contentment. When your cat looks at you and gives a silent meow, it's their way of saying, "I trust you and I'm comfortable in your presence." It's like a secret language between you and your feline friend, a special bond that's unique to you two. Remember, every cat is different, and so are their silent meows. It's a delightful puzzle to decode, one that brings you closer to understanding your furry companion. A silent meow is the ultimate sign of a cat's trust. Next, at number 10, the loud caterwaul. This is the sound that can startle you in the middle of the night, a piercing wail that goes straight to your heart. The caterwaul is a unique vocalization, typically associated with mating calls or a sign of distress. So why does your furry friend caterwaul? Well, if your cat is unspayed or unneutered, it might be their way of calling out for a mate. It's a primal, powerful call that's hard to ignore. But what if your cat is not in heat or looking for love? Caterwauling can also be a sign of distress or discomfort. It could mean your cat is not feeling well or is upset about something. It's their way of saying, "Hey, I need your attention right now." It's important to pay attention to this call because it can indicate a serious issue that your cat needs help with. A caterwauling cat is a cat that wants to be heard, loud and clear. Moving on from the vocal language of cats, let's dive into the silent yet expressive world of tail signals. At number 11, when a cat's tail is upright, it's generally a good sign. This posture is often a friendly greeting from a cat to its owner. It's their way of saying, "Hey, I'm glad to see you." But that's not all. An upright tail can also indicate curiosity or interest in something. Maybe they've spotted a new toy, or perhaps they're intrigued by something outside the window. And let's not forget the happiness factor. Cats also raise their tails when they are happy or excited. It's a feline version of a happy dance. So remember, an upright tail is a happy tail. Stay tuned for more feline tales, and don't forget to share your own experiences in the comments below. And last, at number 12, let's talk about another fascinating aspect of feline body language, tail flicking. This is a bit different from an upright tail, and it's crucial to understand what it means. When a cat's tail flicks or swishes back and forth, it usually indicates agitation or annoyance. It's a clear sign that your cat is not in a good mood. Perhaps they're irritated by a noisy environment, or maybe they're just having a bad day. Either way, if you see your feline friend's tail flicking, it's a good idea to give them some space. Trying to pet or play with a cat who's showing this sign could result in a scratch or a bite. So remember, a flicking tail is a sign to back off. Understanding these subtle cues can help us better understand our feline friends, improving our relationships with them. We'd love to hear about your experiences with your feline friends. Have you ever been startled by the sudden caterwaul of your cat in the middle of the night? Or maybe you've noticed a particular sound they make when they're happy or content. Perhaps you have a hilarious story about your cat's unexpected growl or hiss. Whatever it is, we want to hear about it. Share your stories and observations in the comments below. We can't wait to read them. And there you have it, the top 12 things your cat is trying to tell you. From purring to caterwauling, each sound is a unique message from your feline friend. Paying attention to these sounds and their body language will help you understand them better. Remember, your cat has a language of its own, and it's up to us to decode it. Don't forget to hit that like button if you found this video helpful. Subscribe for more content like this, and stay tuned for our next video where we will be decoding more pet mysteries. Until then, happy pet parenting.